Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another board game unboxing. It's a game called Consumption, Food and Choices by Kolossal Games. It's a board game we got off a Kickstarter that we backed. And it's got something a little bit different theme. And something more probably applicable to real life. And so it's got some educational parts to it too. And I guess it was designed by a dietitian. But normally those kind of games would sway me away, but I looked at the mechanics, watched some playthroughs of it, and it looked like a really good work replacement card drafting set collection type game. So that's really, really good mechanics with a different type of theme. So we decided to back it, and let's check it out. So Consumption is a game by Karen Noblo. Looks like Noblo, and she designed it. I think she's the dietitian, I believe. And Naomi Robinson, I believe, was the artist who did the artwork on it. So you can see there's a little bag behind this. It's got some upgraded components we got the deluxe version. So Consumption, Food and Choices. So it's a game for 1 to 4 players. It's 60 to 120 minutes, so 1 to 2 hours. Again, it does have a solo version on it too. Ages 14 and above, so a little bit higher of a learning curve, but not too bad. Again, by Kolossal Games. So, Consumption, Food, and Choices. As with all things in life, food and health are about balance. Since no two people are the same, different diets meet different needs. With little help and enough determination, your goals are well within reach. Consumption is a worker replacement and resource management game designed by a dietitian. Over 6 rounds, players will shop for ingredients, cook recipes, dine out, and engage in activities calories in, calories out. So your body is kind of like the engine. So it consumes food, as you'll see. The player that best manages their body's needs will win the game, all in the pursuit of health and happiness. So, all right. So it looks like you got some components here. That's your game board, and your player boards is different recipes you can make, and resources and stuff you can buy. So let's check it out. Alright. Let's check out the box here. Seems to be pretty solid. And again, those were extra components that are behind the box here. We'll get into those afterward. So this is very similar to, Papillon. Same designers the same company that published it, publishers, as Papillon or Papillion, however you want to pronounce it, that butterfly game. What reminded me of it was this little box right here. So this was the same thing. This is for the extra helpings expansion. So the other one, Papillion, which I happen to have right here, has a box similar to it for its expansion right here. So very similar type thing right here. So this is a box that'll open up here. It's folded now, but it'll open up to fit all the components for the expansion. So alright, so this is the extra helpings, what's in the expansion. So we'll get into that afterward. And then here is the main instruction booklet here. So it's got the same as the cover. And it's very long and thin here. So it's pretty thin overall. So these are your components here. So a lot of components. Is 415 food tokens, which we upgraded to the wooden ones, which we'll get into afterward. But all these different things come in the game, so it's got a lot to it. And then right here are your different components in the game. Your diet board, round marker, food tokens, activity cards, lots of different kinds of cards, stock cards, etc. And then key concepts, so your recipe cards, activity cards, your kitchen and trash, in the body right here, that's your player board right here, is your body. So how it takes stuff in and you consume it and basically gets rid of it after it's done, or some of the food spoils and you have to throw it out. Okay. So then you have your setup right here. So that's your main player board here. So very nice artwork on that. Your different work replacement areas and your victory point track around the edges. Your gameplay with your different symbols that are in the game. The iconography is pretty looks like straightforward once you learn it. Different actions you can take. So it's select assistance, take actions, and some of the actions you can take are dining out. But you have your pizza to go and your Chinese. You can eat a snack, and you can go grocery shopping, farmer's market, recipes. Actually, that's part 2, and then 3 would be recipes and cookbook, which it goes to E3 now. That was kind of an interesting choice instead of going for another thing. So E is another action you can take. So the actions involve shopping, involve eating, so dining out, shopping, and the farmer's market. Okay. And then this one is, recipes and cook. So that should be 2D, I would think. Maybe not 3D. So that might be a typo in the book here, possibly. Or maybe they decided to do it because that's actually you cooking it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it meant to be. So this is 3F. So it goes A, B, C, and D for 2, and then it goes E and F for 3. So activities and workout. So how you basically burn off calories and stay in shape. And then your different icons and what they mean. Set collection here, collecting activity sets. So working out, you have to perform different activities, which you'll get certain points for. And then you have your place your tokens and then pass everything. So then part 4, so 2 and 3 are your actions. 4 is, so it's kind of a weird outline. 4 is prepare for the next round, so it's like a cleanup phase. And then the end of the game and how you score. So just the 15-page book, rule book, so it's not too bad. We'll see how it's laid out. Okay, and then here is your 2 variant, which you, I believe, probably set some kind of a dummy player up there. That or you do some out of stock stuff. I think you may block some spaces and stuff, maybe in the 2-player. Solo variant. So how you do that. And then on the back here, more solo stuff. So it looks like the solo is like 1.5. And it looks like it's a beat your own score type thing, which isn't my favorite type of solo variant, but at least there's one involved anyway. Perhaps there might be one on BGG or coming up with an Ottoman type thing. That would be nice. All right, so here we go. Here are the tokens here. So kind of like the tokens in the other Kolossal game they have, that Papillon. Not the thinnest, but not the thickest either. So kind of a medium thickness here. So there you go. So kind of similar to Ravensburger type components. And this might be the first player thing, I'm not sure, but the little plate here, that's something you can punch out. And then lots of punch outs here. Which again, I don't know if we're going to be punching these out because although these look like they're good quality. They're good quality, again, not the thickest, but good quality tokens here. It looks like you get your fish, your meat, your poultry, your wheat maybe, and grains, and then vegetables possibly. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Once I show you guys the upgraded tokens, I'll see if I want to use these. These I might, because, well, you'll see. I'll show it to you after this. So, but I do like punching these out anyway, so I may do both. And then here, more tokens here. So it looks like you have your wine and beer there, your milk and cheese, your oil maybe, oil and butter possibly, And it looks like more vegetable tokens here. So lots of veggies. Alright, and here's your player board. Again, not the thickest board. Very similar quality if you have like a Castles of Burgundy type game. Again, this is the main player board. Not the thickest, but it's adequate. It'll work. And then here's the back here. So it looks like you have a standard diet. So I think there's different diets you can play as. So that's kind of like very asymmetrical starts a little bit. So you get your standard diet. You've got your picky eater diet. So this is kind of neat. You've got your vegetarian diet. So you're not going to see any, you see more nuts and seeds type stuff. You're not grains. You're not going to see any meat on here. And then you get your standard diet. So this is like kind of like the base. And then you have your paleo diet. It's like paleo diet, so it must be a type of diet that I'm just not familiar with. And you got your standard, another standard diet one, so you can both play as standard. And let's see what we got here. So you have your junk food diet. That's probably more along my lines. Although I don't still eat a lot of junk food, probably a lot of quick food, which could be junk food, but that's junk food junkie, they call this one. And here's another standard. So there's probably 5 standard ones, I would imagine, so everybody could play as standard. You'd probably play the base game like that. And then you could add variants to the different types of diet. Got some more here, a couple more it looks like. So it looks like the standard is on one side and then the variant is on the other one. So this is the anti-inflammatory diet. So we'll be learning about that. Then you put cards and stuff on the sides here. You can put like completed recipes here and then completed activities there. So you get points for. So, no pun intended, but a point salad type game with food. So another standard diet one. And then here's the last one, your cleanse diet. So I've got some friends that are into this, do the cleansing diets, which would be nice to learn about. So, cleanse diet right here. And then finally another standard diet right here. Alright. So more tokens here it looks like. So you got your, I'm not sure exactly what that blue one is. Oh, it's probably the bottle right here. That may be water or something possibly, so some kind of liquid. And then, looks like candy, it looks like in the middle there, the darker ones. And then your fruits and nuts on the other ones, and more fish tokens over here. So looks like you get quite a few tokens. Now here's the board. So I'll show you this one laid out. It's like it's in 4 sections folded over, but I'll show you that when we get it set up. And here are some just different things. Punch outs here for here's your freezer, so you can probably upgrade and get a freezer. Or maybe you do it, each player looks like, yeah, it looks like there's 5 of these. I think there's only 4. So maybe there's only 4 people who can get freezers. And then on the backs of these, I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like the refrigerator right here, or freezer. So kind of neat. And then on the back of it is when you open it up. You can freeze stuff and you have to thaw stuff. So you have to get food out to prepare for the day too. So I imagine that's what that is. And then you have your gluten-free little board here. Dairy sensitivity, which would be me, lactose intolerant there. So it shows you how many players so this would use in a 2 to 3 player game. And then this one in a 3 to 4 player game. And then you have your seafood allergy diet. Well, part of the seafood allergy where you probably have allergic reactions to stuff. And your nut allergy. So I think there's different versions. So actually it looks like 2 to 4 and 2 to 4. So it looks like they're the same on both sides. And then you have a few plastic bags here. And you have your little consumption bag here, food and choices, drawstring bag. Decent quality, nice and big. You can definitely fit your hand in. And then looks like a very nice insert here. At least nice color anyway. So just to show you So, and then of course you have your cards. So the first deck looks like your recipe cards. So we're going to learn how to do recipes, which is kind of cool. Alright, so here we go. So this one is pork chops and applesauce. If you complete this one, you get 6 victory points. And then your turkey burger, which you're familiar with this one. We used to eat a lot of turkey burgers. Turkey burgers with Swiss cheese. We wouldn't do Swiss usually. We don't like Swiss. But Swiss cheese. And let's get the backs of these. So pork chops and applesauce. So on the back, it gives you all the ingredients. So when you go shopping, you need to pick up these ingredients. So and then it gives, once you complete these, it gives you a special power. So during your turn, flip this to place 1 food token from your trash into another player's trash. So which is worth negative points at the end. So this right here, so you get a recipe, and then you have to complete the recipe, and it gives you a special power. So that's kind of neat. So the turkey burger one, on the back, so it tells you the ingredients you need. It's like turkey or chicken. No, turkey. Looks like more like a chicken. Anyway, maybe poultry. That's what it is, just general. Looks like you need oil and butter, some milk and dairy, and then your grain, and then your vegetable on it too. So after you do it, you get, when you cook, flip this to add 1 food token directly from the freezer to a recipe, so you don't have to thaw it out. So they give you special power. So let's look at some of the recipes here. So shrimp de Jean, how do we pronounce that? It's kind of French thing. Tortilla soup with avocado. And they seem to be, they're worth different victory points. This one's worth 5. Kobe beef sliders. Fresh fruit with lemon sorbet. I don't know about that. Apple pie a la mode, and we'll just show you the rest of these. Again, they're worth different victory points, and this one, not too hard to complete, so they're worth less victory points, but each one has a tofu stir fry, 4 points, and then here's the back of it. So not too many ingredients for that, and then we'll just show you these. Popcorn with butter, pizza margarita, and so forth. That's alright. So the tequila sunrise, so that's a drink. Spaghetti and meatballs, we have that quite a bit. So it looks like a good assortment of cards here. And drinks, iced tea. So that one is just pretty much, looks like water pretty much. Not sure exactly what you need for that. Hot dogs with everything. So definitely a good amount of recipes here. Fajitas. Chicken and shrimp kebabs. Cheese fondue. Berry cobbler. So you get some desserts in here too. And there you go, the pork chops. So these are your recipes here. Alright, let's see what's on the back here. Alright, so you got another deck here. So these look like your different coaches you can have. So you got your kitchen assistant, your fitness coach, your executive chef, personal shopper, restaurateur, life coach. So each one has got a choice of a power here. So this kitchen assistant, when you cook, you may place 1 additional food token on any of your recipes. Or when you cook, you may place 1 food token from one of your incomplete recipes to another incomplete recipe. So it allows you to switch stuff around. So I think every round you can pick an assistant, but you can't pick the same one for 2 rounds in a row, I think. That's how it works. So fitness coach, when you work out, you may place 1 additional food token on any of your activities. And when you work out, so like burning calories, when you work out, you may place 1, looks like water, in your body from the supply if you complete any number of activities. Because when you're working out, you need, liquids and stuff, like water. So each one of these has got, like I said, 2 different things on them. So personal shopper helps you with your shopping. So it helps you to shop healthier and cheaper, etc., etc. This is about dining out. Restaurateur helps you with dining out. All right, so those are your personal assistants, and then you have your activities. Just got a whole ton of these, so I'll just go over a few of them. So cycling. Yeah, so it looks like it's the same on both sides. So it looks like on this side, it looks like, I think it's probably stuff that you burn off. Maybe stuff you either burn off and maybe stuff that you need to do before you go cycling, so you'll be able to complete the activity. And they're worth certain points to complete activities. So you have cycling, you have mountain biking, you have rollerblading, weightlifting, light calisthenics, etc., etc. So you should probably do more of these. So it looks like a lot of exercise type stuff. Swimming. So decent graphics on each one of these. Looks like it's more picture, but no, they're graphics. They look like pictures though, but they're graphics. Running stairs. And it looks like they got like running shoes on, so you probably need to have running shoes in order to do these. So you probably need to have certain equipment. So yeah, so all kinds of different hacky sack, basketball, all kinds of different things. And again, different food items on the back here too. So there you go. Okay. And I think there may be some duplicates of each, yeah. There might be more than one of each, possibly, in those. Alright, so that's that. Now let's see, there's another deck. So we're just about done here. Okay, so now it looks like you have some out-of-stock things, which I think in certain games, depending upon the player count, you're going to have out-of-stock items, or you're going to run out. So it looks like a whole bunch of these are all out of stock. So they place a shopping token in each of the indicated spaces, so right here. So they're all different. They're going to place items. So that'll account for, the other people shopping and buying the items here too. They're all in different places here. So it looks like it's 3 just in different items that are out of stock. So it adds a little bit of challenge, so you're not going to always be able to get what you want at the grocery store, which is a normal thing. Things get out of stock. Alright, and now you have, let's see what you have here. So these are recipes. It looks like more recipes here. Yep, so it looks like you get more recipes in here. So these are just more of that recipe packet. So lots of replayability with these. So wild steak riscotto, and that requires a whole bunch of different ingredients, but it's worth 6 points. But it'll give you at any time you may flip this to flip a face down recipe face up. So in other words, you can complete a recipe maybe more than once, possibly. Or maybe it'll complete it for you. That might be it too. So it might complete a recipe without having to get all the ingredients, possibly. So tandoori chicken, vegetable, and then we'll get some of the backs here, just to show you some different powers. So during the end game scoring, so this is an end game scoring condition, gain 1 VP for each. Looks like fruit and vegetable and dairy and product, any completed recipe. So you'll want to do different things to get, if you have this card in your end game scoring thing. Let's see if I can find, yeah, another end of the round one. So you have end of the round scoring and you have end of the game scoring, possibly. And it looks like you can gain special abilities, during the game, as well as scoring at the end of the game. So that looks pretty good. Smoothies. So again, all kinds of different things in here. Different recipes. Get it in focus here. Pina colada. New England clam chowder, there you go. A whole bunch of different ingredients for that. Some end game scoring stuff. Meat lovers pizza. Ooh, that's good. Let's see what that's good in it. There you go, end game scoring there. So alright, lemon squares. So German chocolate cake. Ooh boy. Garlic chicken stew. I'm getting hungry. Just going to fish tacos. That could be interesting. Into the round benefits there. So alright, so that is pretty much it. I think we've gone through most of these. Ooh, there we go. Butter pecan ice cream. That would not be good for my lactate diet. But still good. Broccoli and cheese soup. Beef stew. So lots of different recipes here. So, ooh, almond butter. Yeah, and that's where we started, I think. Moscato, tangerine. So, alright, so there we go. So lots of cards here, lots of recipes. And just about done here. Let's take another small little deck here. So these look like some public goals type thing. A small deck of these. So you have your Gourmand, which is you complete the most recipes. First you get 8 points, second you get 5 points. So this is Thrill Seeker, most VPs from activities. Extreme Athlete, complete the most 3 victory point activities. Most completed activity sets. Complete the most 5 VP recipes. Specialists. Frugal Foodie. Master Chef. Patient Cook. Adventurer. That's it. So you get 10 of these. So that's some flexibility. You probably use a certain amount each game. It's random. And actually you get some other things here. Let's see what this is. So these are artisanal beans. Oh, that looks like coffee there. So what are these? So these might be private goals possibly, or private abilities that you get. So apples, pecans, and olive oil. Place into your kitchen. Yeah, these might be starting things you start with or bonuses you get possibly. Yeah, these look like different items you can place in your kitchen. So these might be a random thing that everybody gets possibly, or because they get numbers next to them too, so that might be worth victory points or something possibly, or it just may be other things. So yep, different items you can start with probably. Cafe latte, so some coffee drinks. So cool. So a few of those. And then I think this right here is, I think these are player aids. So these are going to explain all the different coaches, what they do. Yeah, looks like all the coaches on this one. Endgame scoring, so it's on a card. So endgame scoring, the back of it. So these are little player aids you're going to get. So you probably get an endgame game scoring cards and a life coach card, each person, yeah. Okay, you get I think 5 sets of these, I would think, because it's 5 players. Alright, a couple of die here. So red and blue die. Looks like there's another space here, so maybe we either didn't get it or something or what, but looks like it's something else goes in there, but I don't think we took it. Maybe we just didn't get that upgraded. I don't think we got all the upgrades for it, but we might have gotten some. Or maybe it might be in the other packet that we get. So these are like discs here. They're very light. I think they're wooden, but they're very light, like hollow. But for each player color there, so you get your choices of white, green, red, black, and yellow. So just put them in there. So all right, so that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, I'm gonna show you the. Let me show you this here before I can do the. Oops. Before I can do the board. So here. So I'm not going to open these up right now because it's a big mess in here, but these look like they're kind of thin, but they're wooden component upgrades, which are still nice. But it looks like there's stickers for each. So it basically all the punch outs there items. So you'd have to put stickers on all of these, which when I first saw this, and so it's a whole bunch of stickers in here, which looked a little tedious to do. But I mean, I may do that eventually because I like the wooden parts, but. And I'm probably sure part of it is kind of like a cost-cutting thing. But, it might be fun to do, but some people might not like to do it. It might be a little tedious for some, but I don't know. I think I'll live with it. So, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do if I'm going to use these. I probably will because I got them. But I'll probably keep these and the other ones separate just in case. I don't know how well the stickers are going to stay on and stuff. Hopefully they'll stay on all right. So, as opposed to silk screening them on, which I'm sure would be more expensive. The Kickstarter only gets a certain amount of funding, so I can understand where, you know, you got to cut costs somewhere sometimes. But anyway, so that's that. So I'm going to break, and then I'm going to show you guys the main player board, go over that a little bit, and then we'll end the video. Alright, so here's the board. Sorry, I'm holding up the camera here. So very nice board. It folds out into like a nice rectangular. So we're going to zoom in a little bit and show you some of the different parts of the game. So it looks like your upper left here, that's your shopping list right there. So you're going to have, you know, dice, depending on what you roll in the 2 die, the blue and the red die, you're going to be able to shop for different things. So you're going to, so if you roll the 2 red, you're going to have anything in that 2 column there, going vertically. And then the row 4 would give you anything in that column there too. So you'll be able to purchase items in those. Down here, sorry for the cord there, that's your fast food stuff, so pizza and Chinese are the 2 of the most common fast food things you do get for order out anyway. Round marker there, so it looks like it occurs in 6 rounds. Nice cup of coffee there. There's like a little journal here, recipe book, so it's kind of neat. You put the cards in there for your recipe book. Go in the middle here. Daily planner, so those are going to be for your activities and stuff that you pick, sorry. And then finally is your farmer's market right here. So you put your, I think here is where you put your, so only 2 players can go here. So there's limits in blocking. So you can only go, a certain amount of people can only go for certain activities. There are some where everybody can go, but others like the farmer's market 2, the Chinese buffet, it looks like you can only bring 1 unless there's 3 or more players. And then the grocery shopping, up to 3 people, it looks like can go. And then 3 and 4 player game opens up 4 different slots in for 4 player game. So maybe only go to 4 players, maybe not 5. I think it is 4 players. So that is when all 4 players could go there with that. So that is pretty much, that's the board right there. So a nice big board. And that is pretty much it for consumption. Oops. Food and choices. So it looks like a very cool game. Different take on work replacement. Well, actually not really a different take, but just a different theme on work replacement. So always looking for new and original themes. And, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll learn something and eat healthier and, you know, live longer, which is be a good thing. So that's it. So take care and God bless. And again, that's Consumption, Food, and Choices by Kolossal Games. So we'll see you in the next unboxing video. Take care now. Bye-bye.